Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for May. I hope you're doing well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everybody that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Taurus out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. And as always, Taurus, please don't try to force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Taurus? Taurus. Taurus. Let me try that again. Energy for Taurus. There we go. All right, Taurus, you are starting out with the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Devil in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. All right, so I do feel like you've been doing some work on yourself with this Devil in reverse. You're coming out of some sort of a toxic energy, perhaps a toxic relationship, maybe toxic work habits. It could even be drugs or alcohol. It can be anything that is toxic. You're coming out of that. You're leaving that behind. You're freeing yourself. I do feel like it kind of had like a hold on you. It's almost like you were just like lured into it somehow, and you're leaving that energy. I do feel like with regard to money, your money is improving, but there's something here with this Ten of Pentacles. You're focusing on something long-term. You're thinking long-term, which is why you're addressing any toxic issues. And I do feel like you're highly focused on money, but this is also family, close friends. There's a feeling of being supported here. So whatever you're doing to come out of this toxic energy, you have a lot of support with that. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles here in the reverse, there could be, because I see you very focused on your money, working hard. So your money might not be moving as quickly as you want it to. It's coming in a little slower than you're hoping. There is still some stuck energy here, but you've been really putting in the work. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Taurus energy, please. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Two of Wands, the Fool, Pisces energy, and the World. So this person is closing out a cycle in their life so that they can have a new beginning. And it's a new beginning that they're actually very excited about with the Fool here. They're wanting to take a risk and move, take this leap of faith and move, it looks like towards you, but it might not be. It's the energy of somebody who's willing to take a risk. They've closed something out here, and now they want to take this risk. Two of Wands does indicate that this person is making plans, and these plans are about you. So let me see. Wow, what you got going on, Taurus? Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. The Three of Cups, that's a reunion. And the Star card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. So Taurus, do you have your eye on somebody from your past? Or this could also be you going out and dating and enjoying yourself. But I don't know, because it's by this Ten of Pentacles. It's almost like you have your eye on somebody that you want to reunite with. Somebody that you feel like you could have everything with. I do feel like with the Star card, this person is making plans with you or towards you. And the plans have to do with taking a leap of faith, taking a risk. I do feel like this person is very hopeful. They're very hopeful. For some of you, this person could be in the public eye in some way as well. Now, I do feel like they're wanting to take this risk, but they're holding back a little bit from the emotions for some reason. There's a feeling like things could be turbulent or have been turbulent between the two of you. So this person may feel like you're a partier. But I feel like you're looking at this person long term, and I feel like other people in your life approve of this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting the connection between Taurus and this person. The Nine of Cups. Yeah, you both see each other as wish fulfillment. Huh. Show me the outcome for Taurus at the end of the week. Show me the outcome for Taurus at the end of the week. This person in your energy, I feel like this person was wishing and hoping for this to happen. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person at the end of the week. There it is. The Tower. There's a tower coming. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed. But that tower may not be a bad tower. So, you know, let's just wait and see. Let's clarify it. Something is burning to the ground. But remember, you get a tower when something that is not solid, you know, gets destroyed so it can be rebuilt on something solid. So let's just hold off and see. Now, bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is underlying energy. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. But in the reverse, as an energy, an underlying energy, there's a lack of action that is taking place here. Yeah, so let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Ten of Pentacles here for Taurus? Ten of Wands reversed. And the Seven of Swords. So there's been some sort of deceit here. It had to do with partying, going out, maybe even some third-party energy. And I feel like you want to resolve that. You want to, you know, you want to set those burdens down. It's weighing on you, Taurus. It's weighing on you. And I feel like you want to release from that. So let me see why the Devil is here. I do see you working on yourself. So why is the Devil in reverse? Ten of Swords and the Death card. So whatever this toxic behavior that you've come out of created a painful ending with this person. It was extremely painful. There's a sense of betrayal that was involved in this ending. And it was caused by toxic behavior. It's almost like, you know, something had you caught up, whether it was partying or a third party. You were really caught up in something, and it was toxic. It was deceptive and toxic. It caused the ending between you and this person. But you've resolved that. You're coming out of, or have come out of, that toxic energy. Let me see why the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Cups and Justice in reverse. All right, so I do feel that there's still some stuck energy, and it's surrounding an injustice that was done. Now, it could be that you're going through a Tower moment independently. I'm not sure. We'll clarify that when we get there. But I feel like there is an injustice. For some of you, this is legal action. And I do feel like you've learned a lesson here. There's a lesson that's been learned with regard to love. But you're not quite out of the woods yet. Now, if this is legal action, it's unresolved. You're kind of stuck in it. You know, you could be ignoring it, but it's still there. For some of you, this is spiritual court, and you know, there's still some karma that has to be paid. Yeah, I feel like you've learned some lessons here, though, and it was an injustice that was done to you. Let me see this person's energy. Why is the Two of Wands here for the person in Taurus energy? There it is again, the Fool. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords, and we have, again, the Fool in the upright. So this person's making plans for this new beginning here, to take a risk, to take a chance, but they are stressed out about this. You see, they're hopeful about a reconciliation. This is somebody, it looks like, from your past, and I feel like they're just stressed out about it. They're stressed out about whether they're making a good decision or not. All right, so let's see why the Fool is here. This person's literally losing sleep. There's a lot of anxiety about taking this risk. Why is the Fool here? Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups reversed, and we have the Five of Wands reversed. Yeah, this person wants to know that they're the only choice, that you're not out here exercising options, but they don't want to fight with you either. So they're avoiding confrontation. They're avoiding a fight here. Yeah, they definitely want to take this leap of faith. They definitely want to, you know, it's going to be risky for them. All right, so let me see. I can tell you now they don't want to be placed in competition with somebody else. Why is the World here between Taurus and this person? There we go. Again, they're very hopeful. The Star. They're very hopeful. We have the Sun. And we have the Four of Coins in the reverse. So this person is very hopeful, but there's a fear that they're moving towards something that's not stable. They're coming forward without being guarded. They're happy. There's a happiness. There's hopefulness. They just want they want clarity, though. They want clarity. They want this cycle of holding grudges and, you know, being guarded to end. And they're hopeful that it can, and there can be a new start. You make them happy, Taurus. So let's see the energy between you and this person. Their energy is very defined because they're getting a lot of repeats here. Show me the energy between Taurus and this person. All right, so we have the Ten of Coins reversed. So again, this is the person that ended. You were in a long-term relationship. It ended, and now you're trying to come back into this. Some of you could be trying to sneak into this person's life. We have the Empress in reverse, and we have the Devil in reverse. So this person is seeing that you have been working on yourself, and this is what is giving them hope. I don't feel like currently either of you are actively nourishing and nurturing this connection. And so that's part of this stuck energy here. Make sure, Taurus, that you're not staying in victim role. But I do see that you want a reconciliation. This connection ended because of deception in some form. You want to resolve this. You feel like this relationship could go the distance. But I feel like you're not quite nurturing towards this person just yet. There could also be a need for both of you to kind of look at your own value and self-worth here. Now, the person who's in your energy is hopeful because you have been working on yourself, but they're afraid that there's going to be more toxicity here. So regardless, they're planning to take this risk. Why is the Nine of Cups here? And that fear of there being toxicity may be causing them to hold back a little bit. You being afraid that this person, it's not going to go the distance with this person for some reason, may be causing you to hold back a little bit. Why is this Nine of Cups here between Taurus and this person? Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, and Judgment. So neither of you are telling the other person that their wish fulfillment. So I feel like you're very defensive here. You're defensive about how things ended between the two of you. I think it was painful for you and difficult. So you're kind of defensive. Be careful that you're not abrasive and picking fights with this person. You also don't want to tell them some things. You don't want them to know that you see them as wish fulfillment, and I don't know why. But that's what the cards are showing me. This person in your energy, they're very hopeful that things can be worked out, but and have a reconciliation. But they definitely don't want to be placed in any kind of competition. It's like they're saying, I have to be the only one if this is going to work out, because anything else is toxic. So for me to take this risk is a big deal. I don't want to make a poor judgment call, but I do want a reconciliation because you are my wish fulfillment. But there's a silence that's taking place between the two of you. Now, it could be that you're both independently going through this and you're both trying to heal your energy. And if you are in connection with this person, you are talking to them, there's just a lot that's not being said. So let's see where this Tower moment comes in. Why is the Tower here between Taurus and this person? Why is the Tower here between Taurus and this person? Show me the outcome. Eight of Cups, Page of Swords reversed, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. All right, so this Tower moment is coming about because of a lack of communication or a lack of an offer. What this is telling me is that you have to walk away from this feeling of being a victim. You have to walk away from all these stuck emotions. There's a sense here of being done wrong, being treated wrong, but you know, you have to learn the lesson from what you've experienced here, okay? And there could also be, you know, like I said, legal issues that's at play here. And if there are, you feel mired down, you feel stuck in them. I see you walking away from all of this energy where you're feeling victimized, you're feeling like you're being ignored, you're feeling stuck. I see you walking away from that, and possibly even walking away from somebody who caused a Tower moment. I don't feel like it's this person. In fact, I do feel that this person doesn't even know everything that took place here. And that's because of this lack of communication. And I see it on both sides. I do. I see it on both sides. This person that's in your energy, I feel that they feel like you're not offering them something. And that's going to cause a Tower moment for them as well. So, honestly, Taurus, there needs to be a little bit more open communication, because this person feels like you're walking away from them, and I don't feel like you are. I feel like this is self-defeating behavior, because you're kind of sitting in this role of you being done wrong here, whether it was from this person or in love in general, possibly even with finances. I do feel like you're going through a lot, but I also see that you are going to be walking away from all that stuck energy. Your money could be deeply affected right now as well. That could be causing this Tower moment for you too. Because for some of you, you went from having a lot to having very little, feeling a lot of loss. But I do feel like there was a Tower moment with somebody new. And I feel like you're walking away from that. You felt like you were not treated right in some situation. This person is somebody from your past. Now, with this Page of Swords in the reverse, they don't know all this. They don't know what you're going through in its entirety, and it's because you're not telling them. So they don't really know what's going on with you. They feel like you're rejecting them, though. And it's this lack of communication. So I think communication is going to be key for you this week. Bottom of the deck, look at that. It's the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So it's that energy of not talking, not doing anything, not talking. Be careful, Taurus, that you're not like shutting down, you know, due to things that have happened here in the past. Because I can see you're going through it. But shutting down is not going to help you. You need to be able to talk and communicate about things. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card, and we'll see if there's any further information. You got number 13. Now that does condense down to a 4, and 4s are generally about stability. This is the card of rebirth. I like that. It's like you're walking away from a experience in the past that was very unsavory in order to have this rebirth. It says it's time to leave the old behind. It's about shedding the chrysalis, and it's about taking risk. So hold on a second. I'm going to read that to you. All right, so your affirmation says, I release all that doesn't serve me. I embrace the new. There you go. Your soul is calling for a rebirth of some kind in some aspect of your life or being. The bones of your past and of who you once were are meant to be shed, left behind, honored and praised as the sacred things that brought you this far. Bless them, but then you must leave them far behind in that lonely desert of transformation, so they can be one with all the other lost and dying things which serve the world as nourishment, and in time, even as seeds. Have little remorse. It's okay to grieve the letting go, but don't foster guilt for things undone. Rather, hold a wide openness and fierce curiosity for all that is to come within the new space inside you, as unfamiliar as it may feel. It is the next step to getting there. There is so much more room within you now. Can you feel it? It's tingling and sparkling with tiny new flames of warmth and sunshine, for all the new things to grow, to blossom, to take you over, with passion and renewed inspiration for the possibilities of the unknown. Do not fear it. This chrysalis is just a temporary phase of the unknown that is potent for magic. You don't have to walk around with the heaviness of these bones anymore. Let them go. Leave them behind. Dissolve yourself and be open to transformation. We cannot always stay the same. We must evolve. There are so many things that want to grow within you and around you. Let them grow. The unknown holds great transformation and possibility for you. Trust it. It's time. Wow. That's pretty big. So I do hope that this has been helpful for you, Taurus. If you have resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you guys in your next reading, namaste.